Well, good morning again, and what a wonderful time. And thanks to all the wonderful people that's been messaging me about the dengue fever. I'm getting better. So there's a lot of questions people ask me. Even when they come to stay with us at Casa Astral, we're not officially open yet. However, we've been pretty good with our bookings. We have quite a lot of people coming to Paraguay to seek greener grass. So one of the things that I keep on getting from people that are moving to Paraguay, you have to excuse me, I still have a bit of dengue. Poor Susie is out in bed. She's got it now. So basically, dengue fever is not as bad and as dramatic as people make it sound. First of all, it's flu-like symptoms. You know, you have the normal colds, the shivers, and your skin is sore. You have hot and cold flushes, weakness, muscle ache, those kind of things. That's kind of normal. But it does pass. A healthy diet, a healthy lifestyle, it does help a lot. And as you know, I don't take medication. So key things that people keep on asking me in moving to Paraguay is, about immigration. What can you do, how you can do things. So, yes, morning coffee. So, immigration is fairly straightforward. There is ways of making your life easier using some agents if you feel that is what you want to do. However, you can pretty much do it yourself. Simple things that you would need is your passport. It is your police clearance if you're applying for your temporary residency first, and you have to apply for a visa and all of these kind of things. So it's very straightforward. Birth certificate, unabridged, FBI or Interpol clearance, or from the country that you are from. Notarized documents, very important, but if you don't have it notarized, we have people here. Luckily for you, Susie's mom is also a very prominent lawyer, specializes in trusts. She's the leading trust lawyer in Paraguay. Which is fantastic. So, they will help you with people that they know does translations, notarization, all of these kind of things. So again, people joining our Camino Verde community, your life becomes easier because they handle everything for you, from the registrations to your immigration, your residency, and all these wonderful things, and scheduler. Which is your Paraguayan ID, driver's license, fingerprinting, all those kind of things, to go back into the matrix, you know what I was saying? Oh, and anyway. So basically, that's very, very straightforward. A lot of things I keep on noticing, people make mistakes. Foreigners want their independence, and when they see the exchange between the currencies from wherever they come, um, they can live like kings here for a while. So I see a lot of foreigners, they come here, know Spanish, or very limited Spanish, like El Me. However, then they buy the posh cars. They buy in the best area because they think this is where all the who's is. And then before you know it, they spend 200,000, 300,000, and these kind of things, and they're bragging at their families how wonderful life is and all of these kind of things. However, long planning is not a lot of people's strong suit, and I'm sorry I cannot stop smiling, but that's the fact of life, isn't it? So they come here, they spend all their cash, and then they have no job, they have no income, they sit with a house that they overpaid for, they overspent on it, they have 2 new luxury cars, all fairly new, which they all bought cash. But now there's no more cash to buy the food, to pay the power and things like that. So a lot of people are trying to escape Europe and America and all the developed countries bullshit. However, they live short, narrow-minded lives. And then you start seeing on Marketplace how the new Jeeps are going, and the cars, and the furniture pieces, and art pieces. And I have met a few of these people, and, they all miscalculate the power of money. Money is a traveler, don't you agree? It drops by and it fucking leaves just as quick as it arrives. So, again, don't just fly into buying something when you arrive in a country because you feel you have a few 100,000 million, whatever, Guarani, and your 100, 200, 300,000, 400,000 plus is going to last you forever. No, it doesn't, because it's human nature. The ego is a funny thing because you have to flash your cash. You're a new kid on the block. You want to make your impression. And the funny thing is, people actually watch not your arrival and how you fucking get the best house. People watch you after a year, if you're still here, if you're still doing things, have you grown, are you broke, and these kind of things. But, so again, be wise. If you want to leave Matrix and, you want to leave the developed countries and things like that, think long term. How are you going to sustain yourself? Don't spend all your money in one place. Plan ahead. Even when people want to move to Paraguay, the first thing they start asking on Marketplace in these places is like, where can I rent an apartment? I want my own space. Also, very wrong move, because first of all, you don't know the areas. I've seen people, and I've mentioned it in a previous video, where people basically arrive in Asunción and they just fly in and they have an agent waiting online, willing to help you, if the money is good, to help everybody. And, then it's 3 months deposit up front, and it's your 2 months rent, or whatever the landlord wants. Because you're a foreigner, they don't trust you. So then you get into your new apartment, then you realize it's right above a nightclub, or there's a nightclub on the other side, or a very noisy shabin, or a meeting area in the evenings where the youngsters meet, these kind of things. Or there's a little bit of crime, or it's really not a good area. However, people don't listen. My advice is first rent a place. Find a place where you can stay, gather your thoughts, slow down that monkey in your head, and save a bit of money. First, get to know the area. Slowly get your process in of your immigration, all these lovely things, But you have your 90 days to do that, so don't rush. Don't stress yourself out. Stay in a place where, where there's food nearby or something like that, because a lot of the places here can't cook. It's not very healthy cooking either. It's very oily. But you have the choice. You go and get something that is going to cater for all your needs, basically, for 4 weeks, while you find your feet, while you get your bearings, while you declimatize, and you figure out what you want. And that's why we started, for instance, Kasa Asstal, because we offer short and long-term stay for foreigners moving to Paraguay. First of all, Wi-Fi 100%. Each room is air-conditioned. We offer a laundry service included in our longer stay packages, which is like your laundry gets done once a week. How fucking awesome is that? You don't have to go run around looking for lavanderas, places to wash. And some of them are kind of, but anyway, so you don't have to worry about that because it gets taken care of here. We provide a healthy breakfast in the morning and a lovely dinner at night. That's included in stay packages with us. Besides that, you get to enjoy my and Susie's company. We are kind of characters. Susie is Paraguayan, for those who don't remember. She is the apple of my eye, sweating it out with dengue fever upstairs and these kind of things. And then we have our dog and our cat, Sally. She's getting old. And our gato, Cirilo, which is characters by themselves. People staying with us, we want to help them. We give them advice on good areas. If there's apartments they want to have a look at, we will guide them. Because Susie is from here. She knows the area. She knows the people. She knows the language. So that helps. A lot of our people that stays with us Even when they leave and they run into trouble with some crooked policeman trying to do some scam, she's willing to step in and assist. So are we. We are one of those couples that just like helping people. We help people with some immigration, very straightforward, those kind of things. We also offer massage and reflexology therapies. We are offering little life coaching, a little bit of spiritual counseling, just anything that a person needs to basically get through life. And remember one thing, when you move to a new country, you're going to go through a kind of a bereavement period. First of all, the excitement, the honeymoon phase. Everything is new cultures, and everything is okay. And then you start missing things that you got accustomed to, which is not here. You miss friends, you miss things, and then you go through like an emotional side. So you have to consider these kind of things as well, and even be careful, because drink is so cheap here, and it is so hard. I've seen people, the most humble, the most honorable person, or people lose their way because of drink. They just surrender. They just completely hand themselves over and then lose all faculties and have no morals or values. Doesn't make them bad people, it's just making them a bad choice. So that's going to happen with you because you have to get used to the heat. Mosquitoes and things like that, yeah, you're going to get dengue fever. You're going to get, most probably at one time or another, chikungunya fever, which is really bad. And that is kind of dangerous. But healthy mind, healthy body, healthy lifestyle, you can get through this. No problem whatsoever. Other things people ask me as well is about, is it cheaper to send a container over with your things? I literally packed up my apartment, sold everything. What I couldn't sell, I gave away. For me, the choice was simple. Either I could send things down, run huge costs, huge frustration, huge aggravation, unless it was really something sentimental that you really cannot part with. But other than that, start over. If there is things that you cannot get in Paraguay and it's unique that you have and you love it, then bring it with. Go for the cost. But other than that, I wouldn't even bother. But again, find yourself a place where you can find your feet, find your rhythm. That is kind of central, close to everything else. And find yourself with people that are really caring. Be careful of a lot of people. A lot of people are always trying to sell you something. I have a friend that's going to cost you this much, they will get you that, and this one is going to cost you this, and nah, don't always go for that. Sometimes just figure it out yourself. Breathe, relax, and enjoy the life. We are also rolling out, once Susie and I are 100% again, we're going to roll out some events here at Kasa Asstal. We're focusing a lot on alternative healthcare, spiritual healthcare, introducing people to exciting and amazing new things, how to rekindle a relationship, how to become a phenomenal lover and partner, how to raise your vibrations and get the right people. And in between this, we're still doing Camino Verde. We're meeting a lot of people that come from all over the world. We have now two places left in Camino Verde for international people, which is great. Some people we meet that come and stay with us, they want to inquire, look at life in Paraguay, some amazing people. Unfortunately does not feel that the path from Camino Verde is for them, but a lot of people do. One of the key kind of things that I've noticed with two people and or two groups, let's put it this way, two groups, is that the minimum requirement to live in Camino Verde, beside investing and living and helping and building and all these kind of things, is that we require a minimum of 6 hours work a day. So for a lot of people, I think 6 hours a day is nothing. For others now, they think, what the fuck, I just left the 8-hour job, now I get a 2-hour break, which is it worth it? A lot of people don't want to work 6 hours, they want to work 4 hours. So in general, I have put in there a 6 hour. Beforehand, I was saying 4, but however, I was overruled by the council, and they wanted the 6 hours, a minimum, because 6 hours a day doesn't mean you have to graft and you have to kill yourself working. You're running a team, you're running with a team, you have a certain target a day, a week, a month, whatever you have to do in your department. I'm talking like hydroponic, the growers. That's the people that's going to be responsible for our growth tunnels, our fresh produce, our production produce, our herbs, things like that. So they will work some days less than 6 hours. But the thing is to reach the target so that people know that we have standards, we have things. And when you retire in Camino Verde, you don't have to work 6 hours a day. You do what you want to do, when you want to do, because we want old people still to have purpose. And the reason why I want that is because I'm going to get old one day. I don't want to be just shoved in one corner and left. No. I've seen over the years, when we get older and we don't have a job anymore, we retire, we die. Because there's no schedule, there's no program, there's no sense of belonging, there's no sense of purpose in your day. And people give up. First they like it, and then all of a sudden they just give up on life because nothing excites them. I don't want that. I want all people to be part of our community, either with helping with childcare, helping with gardening, or over, just sitting with people in the dining room and talking and things like that. We want people to be proactive. We want people to enjoy life. We want people to have purpose, a sense of belonging, and that is what Camino Verde is about. Living in Paraguay is truly amazing, but Paraguay is not for the weak. I've met people that's really weak, and all they want to do is take. They steal ideas. They take ownership of other people's plans and ideas and things like that. But then they end up with nothing in life, and they keep on doing this negative cycles. Copy and paste kind of people. No regionality. They deceit, they lie, they try to color their lives in and, to other people. And I had an incident of somebody trying to, copy everything that I do. And I admire that. I'm happy that I inspired people. However, this person was selling every idea and everything I was working on as theirs. And the new partner that they had was quite shocked at the fact that, wow, he's doing what you said you're going to do and you are doing. And then it came out that, this person was telling the newfound love of their lives that, they were doing this and this is their plans, and they trained somebody else, and, that, this is how it's going to happen and this is how it's going to be. But, the sad part of that is that those kind of people end up alone. They end up with nothing. They end up with nothing but bad vibes, and they latch onto people. If they can feel that you can save their ass and they can just take the easy way out in life, they will grab it. They're leeches, energetically, spiritually, even, from a growth point of view. These are the kind of people that you have to step away from, leeches. And it's sometimes hard to break away from these people because, some of them are nice, but some of them are really just not good people. But again, this is a long rant, and as you can see, I'm not 100% quite myself. Still feeling a bit of the waves, as I call it, the heat and cold and sweat and all these kind of things. Lovely. Immune system is getting a nice boost there, as they say. But again, always keep your positive mind positive. Always focus on your dreams, your goals. Be logic. Take away emotion. Take away sentiment. Approach things with a logical mind. Don't go with ego. Don't overcommit. Don't overextend yourself. Take things easy, especially if you're moving to a new country. If you want to come and stay with me in Susi in Kasa, Asstal, I highly recommend you book in advance because we are kind of full. We have a lot of full days. Very seldom do we have open spaces, from here onwards. So, just love, light, and all that hippie kind of stuff. And reach out anytime. If you have questions about moving to Paraguay, life in South America, how it is if you don't speak Spanish, banking, all of these kind of things, keep it simple, keep it real, send your questions out, reach out, WhatsApp, all of that's available. Love, life, all those wonderful things.